Oh God.
Back to Venus
goodness.
attempting to seduce
Oh
Phoenix.
my God. Oh my God, Phoenix, right? I trolled
Oh my
hair. Oh my God.
All right, I gotta be honest and transparent. So I did an oopsie last time as we were rolling for the Zone of Truth spell. I double checked after the recording, so I was like, oh yeah, do a Wisdom saving throw, and I was wrong. So for the Zone of Truth spell, you need to do a Charisma saving throw. So if it's okay, I know
Are we gonna re-roll?
Something people, yeah. Go ahead and re-roll for your
Oh no!
Zone of
I
Truth spell.
got a 20 last time. Well,
I'm so sorry.
Oh God.
Cool. Okay, so under these new numbers, we actually only have.
God.
Double checking my spell save DC here.
God.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So this time it's a little bit different. So when the spell goes over, you guys, the only people who are under the spell who cannot not lie are Venus and Boshi.
God damn it.
Everybody else.
Me and you again, man. We were laughing our asses off this time.
So whatever you say, Boshi and Venus, whatever you say, it has to be the truth.
All right.
I still love the Dragonborn though. That was the truth. Sorry.
That is the truth. That's fine.
No lies over there.
Okay. So before we stop and before Stick has, the little moment with the Dragonborn in his face. The woman had asked, Miss LA had asked you a question. And she had asked you guys how it is that you came across these pages from the Journal of Na-Usi. And which is the pages that you used to enter, you handed to the gate wardens in order to enter Candlekeep.
Do we get anything for answering?
Is that Clara's question to her?
Yes.
Okay. She seems a little bit shocked that you asked that.
Okay.
She straightens out. Yeah, because you're a cleric. And also you have this giant, very disgusting slab tadpole in a container with you. And so, she's kind of like, what? So she straightens up and she goes, go ahead and roll a persuasion to see if she, what she'll do.
Oh, okay.
Cho, I can't believe you do anything for payment.
I know, literally. All right,
Oh my God, Cho's icon, I just noticed.
Yeah, I love it. What's your proficiency? What's your modifier?
What?
Yeah, your modifier for persuasion.
1.
Okay, great. So she looks at you and she goes, I suppose I might be inclined to offer a small amount of money.
Okay, that's good.
Small, Cho!
That's more than nothing.
Yeah, it's more than nothing.
And so she turns to the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn rolls his eyes, and she then opens up a drawer in her desk, pulls out a small purse of coins, and opens it, holds up for you guys to see 1 gold piece, and she puts out 1 gold piece 7 times. Wait, let me make sure I'm counting right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 6 times. I can't count. 6 times. 1 for each of you guys. And so she says, now tell me, how do you have these journal, or how did you have these journal pages? Where did you find them?
How many are we adding to our numbers?
Well, right now,
Just one
they're
each,
just,
right?
yeah, one each right now. They're all in front of her on her desk.
Oh, we haven't get it. Hi.
Yeah, but
No, you're
she's
gonna take all of
asking-
ours.
I don't know, man. Trying to bribe a noble is kind of weird. Okay.
That's true.
It's I just need to know where you found the pages. Just tell me where you found the pages.
I don't know. I received this interesting letter, and that letter came with a package saying that it would get me into Candlekeep. I have
What
no
letter?
idea where it came from. I could show her mine.
Okay. So she holds out her hand for your letter. And you hand it to her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she looks at the letter. She like reads it very quickly, like runs her eyes over it very quickly while you guys are standing there. And then she frowns and she says, "This doesn't make any sense." And she says, "Do you know anything else about this letter or anything else about this Charlot Demir?"
I have no. I've never met this man. I don't know him.
Why
So
are you,
I don't know.
Why are you telling me Southern?
What'd you
Sorry,
say?
sorry. I'm letting
You quickly became a
Cowboy
cowboy.
Vicky's coming
I'm
out.
letting a little bit of my other persona come through.
Oh my goodness. Okay, she says she looks at the rest of you because Venus is primarily gone. She looks at the rest of you guys. She goes, "And does any of you know anything about Charlot Demir?"
Cool name. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't have anything. So
She goes, "What do you mean you don't have anything?"
I was made out of a stone until like a few hours ago, and I turned back into stone for a little bit. I do have a master. If you're interested, he is in my pouch. He might be asleep, but I can wake him up for you if you're interested.
A master, she says. What do you mean?
What? A mouse.
What do you-
A rat.
A mouse.
Oh,
I have a mouse.
I do
You
have
hold-
a
you
master.
hold your
The
mouse.
mouse is her master, just like Ratatouille.
do you hold your mouse
Splinter
out?
from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes! Oh my god! Do you hold your mouse? I need to know if you let her see it or not.
Yeah, I hold him out to her.
Okay.
Can I offer
She
you
looks
a
at
mouse
it,
in this
and she,
tiny
like-
time?
she looks at it and then she's like disappointed a little bit. Like you can tell her face features fall a little bit. She goes, I see, all right. She like realizes she's talking to people who are not, normal. And then she puts the letter down on her desk and she looks at you, Venus, and she goes, "Is it all right if I keep this?"
I mean, I kind of want it back, actually.
She thinks about that for a moment and she goes, "I understand. Would you allow me to copy it real quick in order?"
Oh
so I
yeah,
can-
your photocopier here? Is it in color? What color printer?
She's like, "I think
It's expensive to
handwrite
print in color, but I'm...
Was that the beep of a photocopier machine?
I guess so."
Wow, color is very expensive ink, so I'm very surprised.
Yes. So
Well, she is the secretary. She's rich.
That's true, that's true, that's true.
She clears her throat, and as she starts writing down what the letter says. She goes, "I'm sorry to have made such a poor impression on you all." She goes, "My name is Alay Aidmore. I'm the secretary of the Keeper of Tomes here in Candlekeep. May I be introduced to all of you?"
May you get the spell off us first?
She goes, "Oh, the Zone of Truth spell."
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the one.
What else
Are
have you
those
put
on it
on
as
us?
well?
She goes, if you would forgive me, I'd be inclined to hold on to it because I don't know you all very well. I'll be inclined to hold on to it just a little bit longer.
We're like that meme, you call me a liar, well, I'm not calling you a truther. That's the one right here.
Yeah. So she copies it down, then she gestures to the Dragonborn at her side, and she goes, "This is another, he's what we call a great reader of Candlekeep. This is Alchrist, the Dragonborn."
Hello.
And he just huffs at you guys again, just like this little low grumbling kind of sound in his throat in hello, but says nothing.
The
What'd you say?
cross-examination song.
Not very. But he's cross-examining us.
Yeah, they're figuring out you guys. So she then gestures to Matrius on the other side of the desk, and she says,
Morgan Freeman.
"Matrius, what?"
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, Morgan Freeman was different. That was the
Oh, yeah.
picture on the book. Oh, speaking of that book, Vicky, you're the one that has the book with the notes in it, right?
Oh god, I don't even remember. I
Who's the
think
one with the version of the book with the notes in it? One has the book plain, and the other one has the book with the notes.
I think that I have the plain one because I think I picked up the one that was in the room with the bookshelf. So I think Lynn might.
Okay.
have
Yeah, I think
one with
Lynn
the
have
notes
it.
on it.
Lynn has the one with the notes.
I think so.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Do you have that in your inventory, Lynn?
Wait, is it the joy of
It's-
extra dimensional spaces? Is it
Yes,
that one?
that one.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So go ahead when you check your bag. We'll have Zinnia look into her bag real quick right now. When Zinnia looks into her bag, the book with the notes is gone out of her bag.
Oh?
So
That's
go
what
ahead
it
and
seems so.
erase that from your inventory.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Sogi stole it. It's his theme
I
song
thought
playing
he-
right now.
Sogi stole it.
Sogi,
Sogi, are you there?
Sogi?
speak up.
And so yeah, she gestures to Matrius, who's over on the other desk, and she says, "Matrius, here was waiting for you all to return. However, it's been 3 days since you guys have gone into that portal. What did you manage to find there in that portal?"
Lots of books.
My boy, Sleight.
She
Our baby.
looks at your slide tadpole. She goes, "Yes, I see." She goes,
We found cats. We found cats that I couldn't take with me. And I start crying.
Because
I'm crying. She's not sure what to do with herself now that you're crying. She's like, she's got somebody who's got a slad tadpole in their hand. She's got somebody else who's crying.
we
She's
found,
got a
we
goblin
found
that has a master with a mouse in this room.
We found Stick.
She goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, I see." She looks at you, Stick, and she says, "How did you come to be in that mansion?"
Well, let me tell you about this really funny story.
Oh,
I
I guess take your popcorn.
Record scratch, freeze frame.
It all started a long time ago when I was abandoned by my parents.
Oh my god.
oh.
Girl, here's the whole life story.
This got real really fast.
Yes, well, no, legit though. Like, this guy came and he found me, and I was raised in the woods. He's like this really, cool master thief. And he taught me how to steal stuff, and he's really cool and fun and nice. But then he said that he had to steal something from two twin sorcerers in a mansion thingy, and then he didn't come back, and then I got worried, so I heard about that mansion and I was like, I'll go check it out, and then I saw an amulet, which is like the one that I got from my parents, and then I slipped in there. I got turned into a statue.
I see. She says, "Wait, you were turned into a statue by who?"
She was an old lady. I didn't really see her. I was the adrenaline was kind of freaking me out a little bit, so I didn't really catch her face, but
So
I
she's thinking
assume it was like one of the twins that lived there, apparently.
She like leans onto her desk. She like kind of intertwines her hands and puts like her then her hands against her chin, and she's thinking, and she says, "Twin sorcerers, you say?"
Yeah, but like I don't think it was the same one that I was looking for. So I think I have to find a different set of twins, which is just a pain. So I don't have a master yet, but yeah.
Okay. She says
Amazing
she-
that there's going to be another pair of twin sorcerers. Like,
She
interesting,
says-
there's more than one set.
She says, "So your master has gone missing."
Yes, his name is Grifton the Great. If you've heard of that, he's like kind of a little bit legendary or whatever. But
her face clouds over, and she like go ahead and do an insight check for me, Izzy.
okay, is that a roll 20?
Yeah, roll 20, and then your insight modifier. You're gonna add to that.
My
So you look at her. Her face kind of clouds over. It becomes very difficult for you to read, so you're not really sure what she's thinking. As she says, "Ah, yes, I've heard of him," and that's all she says.
If this helps you, I take out the 4 clay figurine I found in the alchemical room, I think.
Okay, and she holds out her hands for you to kind of bring them forward and give them to her. And then she looks at them and she examines them very carefully. And then after a moment, she's like, "These are homunculi statues." And she looks at you guys. She goes, "That takes very incredible amounts of magic. Did you see any homunculi in that mansion?"
Oh yeah, human. And what was her name? Coriander.
Yeah.
Coriander. Oh yeah.
So she nods and she goes, and she's like trying to piece this together. She goes, 2 sorcerers that are strong enough to do homunculi spells and turn someone else into a statue. She thinks. She goes, did you happen to find out anything else about these sorcerers in that mansion?
I found out they are asshole.
a little dragon.
Say that again?
We caught a little dragon thinger.
a little dragon.
Yeah.
It was a fairy dragon, I think,
That's what I'm looking for.
In your garden.
in the garden. We also,
Okay.
I feel like we heard a story like, oh, there used to be human servants there. Then they went to go do something and never came back. And then something bad happened. And then one of the twins is very upset about that or something.
They also
I don't
like
remember.
experiment stuff in their basement.
Oh yeah.
As you guys are talking and as you guys are sharing your stories, she's writing down what you are saying. She's taking careful
And
notes.
there's
about what you
something
guys are
like a
saying.
summoning ritual in one
Summoning
of the
Summon
room.
Satan.
Oh,
Yeah, Satan.
true. Yeah.
She goes, "Well, summoning rituals aren't entirely like uncommon, but she says, do you know what it summoned?"
Goat
I
man.
forgot what the thing was. It was like a. I only remember that Zinnia killed it in like one shot.
Oh, so you killed it. You destroyed whatever it was that came through the portal.
Yes.
I had to revive it if it helps.
She goes, "No, that's totally fine. I'm glad that it's dead." It's so cute. So Lay thinks about this, and she goes, "So more people are missing too."
Missing.
She straightens up and looks at you guys, and she goes, "I'm not sure if you're the people I should be telling this to." But she says, "But there's been something very strange happening here in Candlekeep. We're trying to get to the bottom of it. We have a whole bunch, but the core of it is there's strange phenomenon occurring, like hidden portals that are appearing up in Candlekeep, people that are going missing, books that are coming alive and attacking people."
Not the
Oh,
books.
that did happen.
That sounds familiar.
She goes, "Wait, that sounds
furniture
familiar."
attacking people again.
She goes,
Let
"That
me
sounds
tell you about that
familiar."
one time that my dummy thick ass got stuck on.
Well, Phoenix is in the room, huh?
Exactly. Well, he's in the room, so you know.
So he hears about your exploits
just-
and your dummy thick ass.
Just so he knows. And it was because of sentient books.
Okay, she takes all this in, and then she goes, "So you guys have experience dealing with this, in other words?"
Well, yes.
Technically, Zinnia does.
I put it on my resume.
Oh, but Clara has a tinderbox.
I have a tinderbox.
She goes, Great, so do I.
Oh no.
And she stands up from her desk as she's thinking, and she's taking all this in that you guys have said, and she paces behind her desk, and then she stops, and she turns around, and she looks at you all, and she looks at Matrius, and she asks him, "Do you know anything about this letter? Because you are mentioned by name in here." And Matrius shakes his head. He's like, "No, I have no idea why I would be in that letter." And so she nods very slowly, and then she straightens up, and she goes, "You guys, would you be persuaded if I offered you more money? Would you do me a favor?"
If it involves getting my tummy thick ass stuck in her butt, I'm not sure.
Are you mentioning the dummy thick ass just to make
Wink,
sure,
wink,
make sure Phoenix
wink,
hears that you have a
wink.
dummy thick ass?
Wink, wink.
Go ahead and wait for Venus. Go ahead and roll persuasion for me.
Oh my god!
That's the fun.
I'm crying.
Oh,
Well, it wasn't meant to be. I had +2, but it's not gonna do
Oh,
it.
why does our luck always stuck in these things?
he hears the fact. Phoenix hears the fact that
He's not impressed.
You mentioned twice now that you have a dummy thick ass. And well, as you know, one might do. You know, he looks and says, "Eh."
Oh
I'm
no,
so
Vicky, you lost
exhausted
the
in my
picture.
life. Wow, I lost
But,
the Edgeworth.
She looks at you all, and so she says, "If I were to hire you to look into some of the strange things that have been happening around Candlekeep, would you mind extending your stay and doing that for me? You would be rewarded handsomely for each mission that I sent you on to look into the mysteries of what's going on."
Well, where would
I mean, I'm
we
down. I've got
stay?
nothing else.
Are we gonna stay the inn for free, or?
She goes, "We can cover your rooms at the inn. That would be part
Yeah.
Heck
of
yeah.
the agreement."
I'm down.
I'm okay. I mean, we've got a job, guys.
If they're okay, then I'm okay.
She goes, "And while you are here, I understand that there's probably things that you are looking into while you're at Candlekeep, trying to make use of the library. I understand that people do not come to Candlekeep just for tourism." She goes, "I know this. So if there are things that you are looking for in the library, I will make sure that we have the best avowed who are able to help you seek the information that you find within the library. Because remember, you're not necessarily allowed in the library, but these avowed who have studied it will essentially fetch for you whatever you want from the library." So she says that will also be part of the agreement.
Okay.
Are there any objections?
Can we sign a contract for this?
It's right there.
Yeah, that's right.
She says, "Yes, I will have a
Really say
contract."
objection.
Do you want him to say objection?
Phoenix,
A little
right? Can you
bit.
say objection?
He goes, "I don't understand why I would right now."
Damn.
Damn.
What?
Damn it.
One day, maybe one day.
One day. Next generation.
So she says, "I can work on a contract. We will have it written for you by tomorrow for you to sign if this is something all of you agree to."
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm good.
sure.
Wait.
Do you not take our blood or something?
No, she's like very shocked that she goes, "What kind of people? We just need your signature. What kind of people do you think we are?"
I don't know.
And do you need my social security number?
We need your bank account number.
Yeah, the routing number and account number.
She sounds excellent. So right now, you said you're staying at the inn, right? At the Hearth Inn,
Yeah?
the House of Rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like the House of Mouse, but okay.
House of Mouse.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Mickey
Mouse
Mouse
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse. Come on.
But she says, excellent. I will have my 2 guards come for you tomorrow in order to finalize the contract and set you up as essentially agents of the secretary, is what you would be. And as she says that, Alcris, the Dragonborn at her side, like huffs, and he mutters under his breath to her.
Fucking music.
Yeah.
It is music. Roll perception checks.
Huh? Why?
Just to see if you hear what he
Perceive.
says. I want to know who can hear what he says and who doesn't. Wow, Cho!
Oh, damn!
Damn!
Not 20.
Damn, Vicky.
What's your perception modifier, Vicky?
4.
Plus
Yikes.
4. Maxie, what's yours?
Oh, wait, maybe I should have
Ah.
just added that in.
Oh
Three,
yeah, I
sorry.
keep forgetting
Okay.
to just add it.
Okay.
Forgetting to
And
add it
then-
in, sorry.
Vena, do you have a modifier for perception?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. So cool. We have. Okay, really only Issy and Cho hear what he says.
Nat 20.
I was paying really hot attention to him. It makes sense, really.
You... Izzy was like watching him, heart eyes emoji, and so of course Izzy hears or Stick hears what he says. I'm gonna DM you guys the thing that he says. Not necessarily like to keep it like super secret, but just so you guys know and everybody else doesn't know what he says.
So the weather, huh?
I hope it's about me.
Okay, it's very short, so it's not like.
Wait, I'm recording. Everyone will see this.
She waves him off. She waves off Alcris, and she says, "I'll have both Phoenix and Gallerith escort you back to the House of Rest, and feel free to enjoy your stay at Candlekeep." She goes. It looks like you have lots of spoils from your adventures in the mansion, so feel free to go to the stores in order to sell them and to enjoy, the profits of what you found. And as she says that, Matrius is like, "Oh yes, that's right." And he goes, "I also owe you money for this." He goes, "Yes, I remember. And he steps forward. He goes, "Let's see here." And he hands each of you, and you can add this to your inventory. He adds each of you guys 100 gold pieces. Unfortunately, Vena, he gets you. He goes, and Vena and Stick, because Stick, you were not there when this deal was made. So both of you guys, he's like, I'm sorry, but I was not sure. I haven't seen you guys before. I don't think my agreement was with you guys.
That's whatever. Can I try and steal some there?
Do a stealth. Do a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
So roll d20 and then your modifier for sleight of hand.
The music.
The music. What's your modifier for sleight of hand?
Ooh, let me find it. Oh, okay. +5.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to steal some money. You steal about 20 gold pieces.
Oh.
Sick. Can I give
So-
Vena 10 pieces? Because I feel bad. She can have some too.
Yeah, of course you can.
Nice. Justice.
Hey, so how Vena suddenly
like-
joined our group?
Yeah.
She's just like, wow.
She's like, wow, I got a job within the first day of being here. That's amazing. Matrius, after he pays you guys, Matrius says, "I will also be in contact with you all tomorrow because it's I did not send for apprentices, but if that is what you guys are looking for, I suppose I could be a resource for you in here at Candlekeep. Should you have any research inquiries or questions, I could help with that."
Okay.
Cheers, bro.
Vicky!
Miles is thicker. Poor Venus.
I'm heartbroken.
All right, do you guys have any other questions for the secretary?
Oh,
Is that a yes?
Stick. Can we ask the Dragonborn something? Asking for stick, but is he
Yes.
single?
True.
He looks. So Boshi, you're asking if he's single?
Yeah, asking for stick.
Do you say that you're asking for stick or not?
I say I'm asking for stick.
Okay. He goes, I am not. He speaks in a very low voice. He's like, I'm not going to talk about that. That's
No,
inappropriate.
it's not a no. That's not a no.
That is
That's not a no
definitely a no.
you can do it, stick.
You can do it.
Yes. I give
It's
I
not a-
give
that's
him
not
a
a flat out
cheeky
rejection.
wink.
You give him a wink.
Yeah.
Okay, do oh god. Do a performance check. Or
Yeah,
not a performance.
God.
Just a charisma check, just to see if how well it comes off to him.
Can I like
I'm really-
I'm really nervous.
Some prestidigitation sparkles.
Yes, you definitely can. Yes, you can. Well, okay, so since you're doing prestidigitation sparkles, roll with advantage, Izzy. So you can make 2 rolls, and we'll take the better of either roll because Vena's helping you out here a little bit.
Oh my god, thank you.
We're all rooting for this
We're
little
all
goblin.
rooting for you.
I
Oh,
got 14
same roll. What's
My
your
charisma's-
charisma modifier?
+2.
Okay, yeah. So you do this wink, and then Nemia casts this like sparkle, these prestidigitation, these sparkles around you, so it looks even more flashy and debonair. And Alchrist like stares for a little bit, and you can tell he's like slightly confused, and but not turned off. Confused, but not turned off.
Oh.
And then he like huffs and he like gestures to the guards. Goes, take them out of here already.
Aisha!
Oh, tsundere.
Miles interrupting the winking.
You guys are training him. All right. Anything else you want in the secretary's office before you guys leave?
Can we steal anything? Will Clara steal anything?
There are 3 sets of eyes on you guys in this room.
Oh well. Unless Stick can do it, I guess we're gonna go.
Okay.
I mean, I'm down to like, we can do a team up thinger if we can. But like, is there anything worth stealing?
Everything that is in this room and that you guys can tell is pretty much your basic like office stuff.
Oh yeah.
There's
Oh, is it the Home
nothing
Depot?
inside. What?
Printer.
It's like a Home Depot.
The photocopier, you know, they use to copy the
Mhm,
letter.
Actually,
Yeah,
I have.
Green. The
Can
stapler.
Is there a bowl of mints on the desk?
Mints?
You know what?
Yeah, you know how
Sure.
in the
office.
There's a bowl of mints on the desk. Sure. Do you
Okay,
want to
I
steal a
would-
mint?
Yeah, I would love to take one of those.
All right, go ahead and roll sleight of hand. Are you stealing it or are you just taking it?
I was just taking it. I mean, they're
Okay.
on the desk for a reason. I will, however,
Right.
can I steal a pen?
You roll sleight of hand.
Yes, I will do that.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Krissey,
Yes.
the full clay figurine. Do I still have it?
You put them on her desk. So they're not in your inventory anymore. Would you like to take them back?
Can I take them back?
She roll persuasion. She's gonna want to keep them.
Then that's fine. It's okay.
Okay. Because she's wanting to study them and look into like who the
Yeah.
sorcerers were.
Yeah, finding the sorcerer is much
Um,
better.
Okay. What's your sleight of hand modifier, Izzy?
+5.
Okay, yeah, you steal a pen.
Hell yeah.
It's one of those like clicker pens too that you can just click, 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 click.
Oh no, this
That's
is
all
really
the
gonna
time.
be noisy.
So you can drive everybody
Oh
crazy
my
with it.
god!
Yeah.
But you do it at the same time that you take the mint. So it's like, yes, the wink that starts it all. So great, yeah. You take a mint and you take and take a pen stick.
Nice.
Good job.
Thank
Your clicky pen.
Wait, can I say something?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Because Zinnia hasn't said anything since she entered the room. So then she steps forward to address the secretary, and she says, "I may have something that might interest you." And then she pulls
perks
out
up
the diary entry that she stole.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have to.
Wait, you took
Okay.
that?
Yeah, you remember? Remember she took that a long time ago.
Yeah, but like we don't know this.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys don't know.
Yeah.
She perks up at that.
Yeah.
Her eyebrows lift, and she goes, do you tell her that it's a diary?
No, I just
Okay.
like hold it out.
She goes, may I take it? May I look at it?
Very well. And then she hands it over.
All right, so she flips it up and she looks at it. She realizes that it's a diary, and she realizes who it belongs to. Like she's able to kind of piece together who it belongs to. And she looks up at you and she goes, "This is extraordinary." She says, "Would you be all right if I kept this?"
Well, it's not really any use to me, so I suppose you can keep it.
Why
And
don't
she,
you make
like-
use of the photocopy machine?
She goes, "Thank you." And you can tell she like really means it when she says thank you, because she has another clue.
Zinnia.
Zinnia, go ahead and roll an insight for me, Zinnia. So you're not quite sure why. You aren't able to like kind of piece together. You don't know much about Miss Alay Avonmore, but you're able to get the idea that this is very personal to her. This whatever she's searching for, whatever she's trying to do is very personal to her. So it means a lot that you gave her this clue, this diary. I'm just telling you. Oh my god!
I'm crying. I'm crying.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sad.
Vicky. Poor Vicky. Oh.
I feel like Kimber now.
Okay, so you guys, Garlic and Phoenix then escort you guys out of the office of the secretary. We will go ahead and they make you leave or like escort you from the hall of Candlekeep and out into the town. And waiting for you outside the hall of Candlekeep is Little One. So as soon as he sees you guys, he's like, "Oh, there you are!" And he's so, "How was it? She didn't chill you guys out, did she?"
And we need to teach her to read.
He goes, "I'd really appreciate that, because yeah, I'm not. No, a lot of people kind of look down on me here because I can't read. But that's okay." He goes, and he looks at you guys, and it looks at Garlic and at Phoenix, and Garlic and Phoenix, look at him, and they're like, "So, we assume that you will take care of these ladies from here on out, because he's kind of your guide while you're in Candlekeep." He says, "Yeah, I got it." And so Garlic and Phoenix both turn to you ladies, and they're like, "Well, we'll see you later, or we'll see you tomorrow, when the secretary has your contract ready for you guys to sign."
Okay.
Call me. I left you my number.
It's like, "You left me your number?" So they say farewell to you guys. They head out. Phoenix is a little bit baffled. He doesn't know what you mean by number. Why does he have the
He'll
number?
know.
What is this number?
One day he'll know.
And little one's like, so you guys have a lot of treasure. It looks like there. Would you like to go sell some of it?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Heck yeah.
Great. So he goes, all right, let's go. So he gestures you guys to follow him, and he leads you across from the city hall. You guys cross over the courtyard, kind of Candlekeep, and head towards kind of closer towards like the front of Candlekeep, the east side of Candlekeep, which is where like the entrance is. And you guys are passing by. He looks around as you guys pass them by, and he goes, "There's the clothers, there's the outfitters. So like, if you guys ever want new outfits or new armor pieces, you can go over there. Oh, they're really good." So he points it out so you guys to see them, and he goes, "But if you're really wanting to sell your stuff," he looks around to make sure like nobody's listening in, and then he leans into you guys and goes, "But if you guys want, I know the secret shop in town, which is like the place to get, you know, to sell your stuff and get a good bit of profit from it."
Damn black market, little knowledge.
He goes, "Shh, don't say it so loudly. Don't say it so loudly."
Oh man!
Let's go.
I am
Go.
definitely intrigued.
Okay. He goes, good. He goes, "Follow me." So you guys kind of follow him. And you guys go past where the outfitters and the clothiers are, and past where like the smithy and the stables are, and you see between like in this alleyway that he leads you guys into. In this alleyway, there's like some barrels there. There's some crates. There's not a whole lot of people in this alleyway, but there is this cart with a canopy kind of over it, it looks kind of like a circus tent. The canopy over it does.
Not the Big Berry Circus.
No, not the Big Bear Circus. I don't know if you'll recognize this, but it's got all sorts of card suit symbols on the different colored panels of the canopy.
Is it like
And-
Krissey's tape?
Tusi what?
And he walks you guys up to it,
it.
and he wraps his knuckles against the top of the cart. He goes, "Hey, I got some customers for you." And then all of a sudden, there's this poof of confetti that like falls over your guys' heads, and you hear like the sound of a drum roll. You're not quite sure where this drum roll is coming from, but there's a drum roll coming from somewhere. And there's this little figure that pops up above the top of the cart, and she looks like she can't be like more than 8 years old. And she goes, "It's Magical Girl Krissey! Welcome to Magical Girl Krissey's shop! How can I help you?"
Why are you in the black market?
Of course, that's where she would be.
She goes, "Well, the black market's the only place that I can really make a business. You know, times are tough on everybody in town." And she nods like,
Telling
very
your
seriously. She gasps, and she goes, "You know my daddy?"
Well, soon to be done.
Which one?
Yeah, wait.
Which timeline is this?
Is that the Zach Ramirez timeline, or have we met Phoenix?
She's just asking, "Have you met? You know my daddy?"
Zach?
She frowns at you, and she like shakes her head, and she goes, "He's not my daddy anymore."
Oh, Phoenix.
Oh, then
It's a phoenix.
Oh,
A phoenix.
She brightens as you say Phoenix's name. She goes, "Yeah, that's the one."
Aww. Is he looking for a new? Never mind.
Do you want to ask that question?
No, I will. I'll be respectful. I know who he has a crush on.
So how can I help you?
I think we're looking to sell stuff.
Great.
And buy
You come to the
stuff
right
if you
place.
have.
Yeah. She goes, "Oh, I have all sorts of amazing magical things that you'll never find anywhere else in the whole world. And she says, but first, I would love to see what you've got for me. Maybe we can make a deal.
I have money.
Work it. So this is the time where you guys can essentially, you can look at your inventory, you can see all the things that you've gathered. Hopefully you've taken good notes about what you've pulled from what you've looted from the mansion. And we can sell those to you for money. So you can add
letter
money to your coffers.
I have this jeweled letter opener.
And she takes it from you and she goes, ooh, this is amazing. And she like looks at it, she goes, it's so shiny because it's got all the jewels that are embedded in the hilt. And she goes, I for you 20 gold pieces.
Just 20?
She goes, just 20.
These are jewels!
Yeah, and they're very nice jewels, but not all of them are real.
Oh, well, I'll take the 20.
We have a deal! And she gives you 20 gold pieces. You can erase the letter opener from your inventory. You can add 20 gold pieces to your
Alrighty.
inventory.
I am coming here to
Anything
buy.
else?
Do you have anything?
Yeah. She goes, I have tons of things. I just want to make sure that you guys have like emptied your inventory of anything you don't want.
Oh no, I don't want to sell the books.
Oh, you want to sell the books?
No. I think the books are important for the mystery.
Okay. Cool.
So I come to here to buy. Do you have anything?
Okay, you just come to buy. Is there anything? Anybody else that wants to sell anything?
I think I want to keep everything I've got.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
The mansion didn't really have anything.
I
Lynn, do you have
mean,
anything?
I have like a fancy sword I got from the suit of armor near the beginning when we were first in the mansion, but I'm not
yes.
sure like how it does in battle. So I don't know if I'd
Okay.
rather keep it.
You could let her look at it if you want her to like evaluate if it's worth fighting with or not.
Okay, I'll let her evaluate then.
Okay. So you hand it to her, and she looks at it. And just, I want to remind you, she's 8 years old, and she's holding this sword. The sword is as big as she is. She
Big
looks
sword.
at it. She evaluates it from like hilt to the end of the blade, and she goes, "This isn't a sword that you want for fighting." And she goes, "Look," and she like bends it in front of you so you can see like how flexible it is.
Oh my god, AA6, case 2.
Ooh.
Enchiladas.
Sorry, I was talking about
Not the enchiladas.
the enchiladas. But she goes, "This is probably better for you to sell and get some money out of."
Okay, so how much are you offering?
Okay. She thinks about it and she considers what to sell for, and she goes, "I will probably give you 15 gold pieces."
Okay, deal.
She goes, "Pleasure doing business," and so she gives you 15 gold pieces, and you can erase the sword from your inventory.
Can I
there
buy
anything else
shit
before-
now?
Show is being so patient. Is there anything else before we move on to the actual what's in the store?
Before Stick steals anything, we gotta...
True.
Okay. So, here in this store. Sorry, I saw your message too late, Lynn.
No, it's totally fine.
Okay. So she goes, "All right," and she puts like a lever on the cart, and like the top of the cart flips over with this like, you hear the whir of gears. The top of the cart flips over, so you can see like on the cart now are a whole bunch of different items, and all of them look like, a lot of them, not necessarily all of them, but a lot of them look pretty magical. Like there's items here that you have never seen before. And so I'm gonna get a list here for you guys. If you want descriptions of them, like you're curious about it because the title doesn't always tell you what it can do, just let me know or let Krissey know, and Krissey can explain to you what it is and what it does. The numbers that you see on the far right on this sheet, or the picture that I'm about to put up, the numbers that you see on the far right are how much gold pieces it costs. So it goes from the highest amount of gold pieces at the very top to the cheapest item at the bottom.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So here's her list of items.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Eyes of Charming. What does that do?
Okay, Eyes of Charming. She like gets out this giant tome and she flips it open and she like licks a finger and starts paging through to find the eyes that you mentioned. She goes, Eyes of Charming, let's see. Says, these crystal lenses fit over the eyes. They look kind of like glasses. So they have 3 charges, so while wearing them, you can expend 1 charge as an action to cast the charm person spell, and on a humanoid within 30 feet of you. Provided that you have to see each other. You have to see each other for it to work. So essentially, these glasses allow you to 3 times you can use the charm person spell without like having to expend a spell slot. Magical girl, Krissey, magical
Eldritch
shot.
Blast.
Which one?
Full of Eldritch Blast.
She goes, Scroll of Eldritch Blast. She licks another finger and she palms through her giant tome of all these items that she's got. And she stops on the right page, puts her finger in the center of it, and she goes, Scroll of Eldritch Blast. She goes, this scroll allows you to cast 1 time the spell Eldritch Blast. Before it then, it's a consumable, so then it will burst into flame after you've used it, but it does not expend a spell slot.
All right, then I'll get this, please.
Okay. She goes, that'll be 20 gold pieces, please.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Well,
So
yeah, you know what? I just got 20 from you. Might as well just give it back.
Yeah. So she takes the 20 gold pieces. Go ahead. You don't have to add. If you have not added the 20 gold pieces that you got from the letter opener, you can just leave your amount of money untouched. But now in your inventory, add Scroll of Eldritch Blast, and that's like you can use that scroll in combat to cast Eldritch Blast 1 time, and then as soon as you use it, then it's like burns up.
Eldritch Blast rocks.
I'll have 1 potion of healing and a scroll of acid splash.
Cool. So she goes, Potion of Healing and Scroll of Acid Splash. That will be 70 gold pieces, please.
Okay, there you are.
Okay. So she takes the 70 gold pieces from you. Go ahead and subtract 70 gold pieces from your inventory, and you can add your Potion of Healing and Scroll of Acid Splash.
Okay.
What does the Scroll of Guidance do?
Just like all the other scrolls, it allows you to cast the spell Guidance without needing to expend a spell slot. Do you know what the Guidance is?
I don't.
Okay, let me really quickly open up for you what Guidance is so she can explain it. So she opens up her tome, she flips to the right page for Scroll of Guidance in order to explain to you what Guidance is. And she says, Guidance is, you touch 1 willing creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to 1 ability check of its choice. So basically that allows, like, if somebody needs to make a skill check, they can add, if you cast this on them, they can add a d4 to that roll in order to see if they can succeed in that check.
Okay, that sounds good. I guess I'll take a Potion of Healing and 1 of those.
Okay. She goes, Potion of Healing and a Scroll of Guidance. That will also be 70 gold pieces.
Sure, here you go.
Pleasure doing business. And she gives you a little wink and finger guns as she takes your 70 gold pieces. Anything else?
Can I have a potion of healing, please?
Of course you can. That'll be 50 gold pieces.
Here you go.
Excellent. And so she takes it, subtract 50 gold pieces, and you can add a potion of healing to your store. You're just baby. It's true.
Okay, well, I'm kind of broke because I didn't get paid, so I can't buy anything.
You got 1 gold piece from the lady from LA, even more.
It's so true. No,
But yeah.
like Eyes of Charming, I'll be back for you.
Are you gonna use that on Alcris? I'm on to you. I'm on to you. All right. Anything else she says?
Do you happen to know where I could get some rope?
She says, "Yep, you can get them over by the clothier's place. They sell all the normal, items that you can get every day over there. I just have the best items in town.
I see. Thank you.
You are always welcome."
Okay, well, should we go see what else the town has to offer? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, let's go. We
So,
just got paid. Stick aside.
just stick aside. Stick and poor Mia aside too. Poor Mia. So she waves at you guys as you guys turn to leave. She goes, "Thanks for coming by. Feel free to drop by anytime."
Can I have an autograph?
She goes, "You want my autograph?"
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah. She goes, "I would love to. I didn't know I was famous."
Sign my mace.
Sign my face.
Sign face or mace?
Mace.
Okay.
I thought you said face.
She goes, "Of course." And she like rolls her little like hand and points her finger and gives like a little twist of her hand. And then on the hilt of your mace, in perfect like cute like not perfect. It's like scribbled because it's an 8-year-old, but scribbles the name Krissey Wright. So now you have Krissey Wright written on the hilt of your mace.
It's for my
That's so
lucky
cute.
charm.
Aww. I want to play cards with her sometime. I'll be back!
I look forward to it, she says, and she salutes you guys. So then little one takes you guys from Krissey's magical shop, and he takes you over to the clothiers. At the clothiers, there's like pretty normal standard stuff, just like traveler's clothes, rope. You guys are able to buy those for pretty cheap prices. If you want any of those, let me know. I can tell you how much
you want
that
rope?
Yes. How much does rope cost?
Let me get that for you.
I still have 50 feet of hempen rope, if that helps.
No, yeah, that's great. If you want to buy more rope, you can get. It depends on the type of rope. There's hempen rope and then there's silk rope. Silk rope, of course, costs more. Which one would you like, Lynn?
The cheaper one, so hempen.
Okay, that's just 1 gold piece for 50 feet of rope.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay, question.
Yes.
When I used the rope in the mansion, I think you said I didn't use all of it.
Yeah.
So
Do you remember how much that you wrote down?
I didn't specify, but that's okay. I'll take if they're pretty cheap, so I
Yeah.
guess I'll take 10 gold pieces worth of rope.
Whoa! Okay, so you have like
You
500.
actually wanting to jump out the window?
Probably Zinnia spending time with us. Yeah, probably.
You now have, Zinnia, 500 feet of rope. I don't know what you'll do with 500 feet of rope, but you have in your possession 500 feet of rope.
Oh yeah, Krissey,
Yes.
I do have the ropes from the servant room. How long is that?
The robes?
I got it from the servant room in the mansion.
Yeah. Did you want the rope? Because it's robes. It's like clothes.
Oh, that rope!
Yeah.
I thought it was a rope. R-O-P-E.
It's robes. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Why would servants have ropes?
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
have a
I
question.
guess you still have those clothes unless you want to sell those clothes.
Nah,
But you still have them with you.
I have use for them.
Okay. It's just sad.
It's a
All right, anything
sad,
else that you guys
sad
want from the
day.
normal store?
What is
Alright.
the like silk rope? Like, what's the benefit of getting that over like normal rope?
So, silk rope, you know, it's like for performances. You know how like acrobats use this like silken kind of rope?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very strong, but it looks very pretty and you can use it for things.
Okay.
But
How much does it cost for silk rope?
for 50 feet of silk rope, it's 10 gold pieces.
10 gold. I'm broke. I'm not okay. Well, I'll keep it.
I'll
in
buy
mind
it.
for
I can
next
buy it for
time.
you.
I'll buy it.
You have so much money to spend.
Oh.
All right, so Maxie, you're buying. Boshi's buying the silken rope.
This is just like when someone like takes out their credit card for you, and you're like,
Yeah,
whoa.
literally.
Literally.
Oh, so subtract 10
it's
gold
okay,
pieces, Maxie. Yeah,
Yeah, 10
subtract 10
gold
gold pieces and then 10 gold pieces, yeah, for the 50 feet of silk rope.
Alright,
And
here
then,
you go,
are you
Nick.
giving?
Yeah.
Cool.
Here you go, Six.
Thank you.
Don't steal my stuff.
Stop crying over the silk rope.
Silk rope.
Don't steal my stuff. Thanks.
I won't.
Funny. You won't. For now.
We've made a temporary truce.
Yeah.
With a silk rope.
The silk rope.
Silk rope.
I'm a noble. I gotta make sure I don't get my stuff stolen. I'm
Alright, is there
scared.
anything else?
Not Clara too.
Anything else that you guys want before you leave the normal store?
Do they sell provisions here or no?
What kind of
Probably not.
provisions are you wanting?
Oh yeah, rations.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
they do have some rations. This is the clothiers that you're at right now. They will not have as many rations as like the inn will. The inn has rations that they
Oh.
can give you.
Okay.
To the
I'll
inn!
go in. To the inn.
Okay. To the
Wait,
inn. So
technically,
you guys.
we paid for a room. So does this mean we're gonna pay for the second time?
You guys gonna go ask her? If
I
you have
don't
to pay?
think we paid for the
But
first
wait,
time.
but with the job
Then we-
now, we don't have to pay, right? Didn't they say
Right,
they take care
you
of
guys,
it?
You guys enter the inn, and Esther, the innkeeper, she looks up as you guys enter, and she goes, "Hey," she like holds up this note that she has, and she waves it. She goes, "How did you guys get so chummy with the secretary?"
We have our ways.
Wiggles eyebrows.
Wiggles
I
eyebrows.
disappear for 3 days, and all of a sudden you come back. Oh, you don't even come back. I don't see it yet. And then all I get is a note from the secretary saying that your rooms have been paid for, including your meals. She says, and this
Even our
is
meals.
not necessarily cheap, mind you. So this is are you guys now hired by the secretary? What's going on?
Oh, we have our
We're getting a
ways.
contract.
Exchanging our goods for services and vice versa.
She goes, well, all right. She goes, whatever you want. It's on the house. So just let me know what I can do for
going
you.
to refill my rations.
Okay, how many rations do you want?
I can choose.
How many do you want? Yeah.
Maybe 6 days.
Okay. Yeah, you can add 6 days worth of rations to your inventory.
Okay, now I have 7 days.
Good job.
Mm.
Math. Do the math and again.
Well, I guess we rest for a day because I think I used the spell plot. Shoot, I can't even say that together.
Bless flat.
Blow
Spell
spot.
It's bless flat.
Spell plot.
Yeah, and is there anything else that you guys want at the end before we close out the day?
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, well, technically I have 2 questions, but I'll ask the first one I had. Okay, so because our rooms are paid for, does that mean that there's still 2 people to a room, or are the arrangements different now?
So the arrangements are still what they were when you guys came in as 2 people to a room. And she goes, but, and she looks at Stick and Mia, who have just joined your party. And she goes, last time that arrangement didn't have the 2 of you. So she goes, the arrangement's still as it is with 2 people to a room. I imagine that means you two are sharing a room now?
Okay.
All right. She goes, yeah, it's still 2 people in the room, so you got 3 rooms on the house, courtesy of the secretary.
Okay.
All right, excellent. Okay, so this is a question I want to ask you, Krissey. Is there a limit to how many provisions or how many rations we can get?
Right now, she only gives you 10 rations a day at a time.
Oh.
Oh, then I'm getting
Okay.
10.
Yeah, I'm getting
Okay.
10 too.
I'm getting
Go ahead.
We'll
All of
just
you
go
guys can
10
add
days.
10 days of rations if you want.
I'll
You can
take
add
10 days.
Will the food expire?
It's rations, so it's like it's not like
Granola bar?
very filling stuff. You're not like getting steaks. You're getting like granola bars and like dried berries and nuts and like
Raisins.
celery. Yeah, things to get you through the day, but not that are particularly
Common.
satisfying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Cumin cooked.
Sleep
Alrighty.
time.
Bedtime.
Before you guys go to
Nappy
bed, let's go
time.
ahead and do your level up.
Ooh.
You guys will level up now.
Oh.
So basically how this works. So this is going to be a bit of a housekeeping time right now.